Hey people, good people, welcome again to this channel. And if you are new, you are still welcome again and again and again. That is, if you are getting to know us today. If you are returning, welcome back. And thank you for clicking. Thank you. I don't take it for granted that you chose to click this channel and watch and get to know us. I thank you so much. Thank you for those that have always come back and have walked with us this journey, wanting to check on us, wanting to know us more, wanting to watch our videos, to like and share and comment. Thank you. I don't take you for granted, guys. You are very important people to me. So, guys, today I'm having a very unique topic that I want to discuss with you guys. It's about behavior and manners. And guys, this is a topic that I have not indulged in for a very long time. There before, when I started this channel, I used to talk about such issues like I'm talking today, issues about life, and I used to even say that this is a channel where we discuss issues of life. I think of late, since I got so carried away by the Marwas and whatever is happening in Nyabohanse, I kind of drifted away from topics of honor, like issues of life. But it's not that I have forgotten those issues and those topics, because these are topics in life issues that we take for granted at times, but they are not supposed to be taken for granted. These are issues that are supposed to be discussed. People have to be reminded. We have to keep reminding each other about issues of life. And today we are discussing behavior. Behavior, guys, we have to be well behaved. And these are topics that no one is going to tell you about. And sometimes we take things for granted, like small issues in life, like day-to-day behavior, that you're supposed to interact with people, how you're supposed to behave when you interact with people. Are you supposed to ambush people? Are you supposed to speak when they are talking? Are you supposed to interject when someone is talking? Are you supposed to make noise when somebody is discussing something? Are you supposed to go next to a group of people? Maybe you find 2 or 3 people standing somewhere discussing something. Then you just go and stand near them and start talking your things very loudly. What volume of voice is appreciated or required, especially when you address people? What is the reaction? Like how would you react? Even the facial reaction when you discuss something with somebody. What happens when you are angry? Sometimes you are angry and you want to address that issue that has disturbed you, that issue that has made you angry. How should your facial reaction be? So these are things that are supposed to be discussed, guys, and I thought these are things that we have abandoned in life and we have not discussed them. And I said these are things you rarely hear people discuss, and I said I'm gonna tackle one by one, because there are some behaviors that I've noticed that are very unbecoming, guys, very unbecoming, especially in the society that we live in. First of all, courtesy is something we should all have. You cannot talk with food in the mouth. When you are chewing and you are continuing to talk, you cannot do that. You cannot also be putting your hand like this talking, because you are eating something, then you put your hand like this and you start rubbing your face, your nose, and you start talking because there is food in the mouth. No, that is not elegance. You should first of all swallow that food, finish up with eating, and then talk. I don't want to mean that people don't talk on the dining table. In fact, that is one place where people sit around the table to talk. But it doesn't mean that you have to have food in the mouth when talking. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that you have to have a toothpick in your mouth and you are talking to people while removing food from your teeth. It doesn't mean that. It means you can still talk to people at the dining, but when there's no food in the mouth. Food is there, it's for you, it's in the plate. You can take a spoonful after you have said whatever you wanted to say. When another person is contributing, you can be chewing your food, you can be eating. But talking with food in the mouth is a no-no, guys. That's not good behavior. I've also noticed that there are people who talk on phone very, very loudly, guys. You have noticed that somebody answers a call inside a room. A call comes in, and somebody is calling you, and you want to answer that call while still seated where you are. You don't excuse yourself, yet you are seated in that room with other people. Then you pick your call and you start saying, hello, how are you? Oh, how are things? How did the business go? Then you proceed and talk all the business talk that you needed to talk, or all the love talk that you needed to talk, all the talk that you needed to talk in front of people, such that these people are also in the middle of a discussion, but then they have to stop because you have started talking. Again, you are talking too loudly for them to continue. So you have disrupted them, and they are all looking at you like this. They are wondering when is she or he finishing the talk. But you go ahead and take your good time without excusing yourself to step out and talk on your phone. So you talk and talk and talk. And on talking, the volume of your sound, of your voice is too high such that nothing else can proceed in that room. They have to wait and listen to what you are saying. I also want to add on to something when it comes to telephone conversations, that somebody receives a call, and maybe this is a call from a loved one, and this person now wants to talk maybe to a girlfriend or to a friend who is somehow intimate, or who shares some intimate talks with you. This person now, because you have called them, they want to talk about love issues in the presence of people there, and they go ahead and call you all the sweet names on phone in the presence of people, and thus this person proceeds to tell you how much they love you, reminding you of the times you met, telling you how long how much they love you, how long your relationship has been, how he feels about you, and you see all eyes on you like this. And because you're talking very, very loudly, and now the talk has become very, very intimate, you realize that people are now looking at you and kind of smiling, and when you say something they smile at you, and then you are like, oh, people are now carried away by my love talk. So instead of knowing that you should be, or getting embarrassed, you now engage the person on the other end. Now full time, you engage them full time, and you tell them more, and the people laugh at you more. But do you know why they are laughing at you? Because they are looking at you as a very funny person, a person who is a person who, I don't know, they are looking at you in a very funny way, because they are wondering, don't you have privacy? Don't you think that this talk should be held or done elsewhere? Don't you think that you should have excused yourself to step out and tell this person how much you love them, and how much you care about them, and how it was when you lastly met, and what you did? Don't you think that these things should be said in privacy, because you really want to speak about them in their ears? Don't you think they also have people that they love, and they cannot dare talk about their love issues in front of people? So they go ahead and discuss these things, and it is very, very embarrassing, both to the listener and to even to you. It's very, very embarrassing coming to think about it. So guys, this is one thing that I thought it should be discussed, and should be discouraged, because you don't do that, guys. You don't go ahead and do such things. Now, there's also this other habit that is very social, the habit of finding people talking. Maybe you have come in and found people that are busy discussing their things. They could have been having a meeting, and now you just maybe happen to get into the room, in this meeting room, and when you get into the meeting room, you kind of disrupt the people, and instead of excusing yourself, you want to shake hands with them one by one, and hit them on the shoulder like this, and hug them, and and tell them how smart they look, and then you laugh very, very loudly, And these people are in the middle of a discussion or in the middle of a meeting, and you bring about jokes, taking time, your sweet time, hugging every one of them, saying how long you have taken before the last time you met them, and you spend a lot of time now talking about how happy you are meeting them, and you reminding them how and then you start narrating what you have been doing and where you have been, and it takes like a lot of their time telling them where you have been. I got engaged somewhere, that business deal that I had, I went to this and that country. Oh guys, let me tell you, in that country, oh, the weather is hot, it was raining, oh my god. And I even met this CEO of that company there, and we struck some deals. You continue and continue and continue, and these people were in a meeting, you just disrupted them. It is very unbecoming, it's very bad manners, it's not proper. So there are some things that we should know that are not right, and these are the things we are discussing here now. There's also this other weird behavior whereby you want to go to the washroom, like in the office setup. You go to the washroom, and when you get to the washroom, you are there inside, and you take a lot of time in there. I don't want to limit you or limit the time you should take in the washroom. Excuse me. And then you already know that this is a public washroom, but you are taking your sweet time in there. And while in there, taking time is not the issue, but when in there, you are making those sounds. You make those sounds that are not good in the washroom, and you understand there is somebody who is waiting outside for you to exit so that they can enter. So you are there making those sounds, sometimes clearing your throat so badly, in a very bad way, and making those sounds. And there's in a public place, somebody can come and knock the toilet just to check if there is somebody inside, because some of them don't show engaged from the outside. You just have to knock, but you knock and find that there is somebody inside, and you hold on out there and wait, because actually you wanted to relieve yourself. But then when you are waiting, you hear these sounds from inside. Somebody is making very weird sounds there. I don't want to make those sounds, I don't want to, but you can imagine what I mean. It's very unbecoming, it's a very unbecoming behavior. And then you are waiting, and you wait and wait and wait, and you take your sweet time. Guys, this is a very bad behavior. I think washrooms should be used very well. And when this person now steps out, this is where I am. When this person steps out of the washroom, the place is all messed up. Somebody was stepping on top of the sitting basin, the sitting circumference. Somebody steps on it and starts helping themselves when in there or in that position. So when this person exits, the mark of shoes is on the sitting basin, and it is wet all over, it is dirty, and this person just exits like they have done nothing. And they know you are out there, you are waiting to use that bathroom, but they just leave it very, very dirty and exit. It's a public toilet. So I'm imagining you want to help yourself, you are out there, but now you have entered this place and it looks very bad. I would want to ask you guys that when you use a public bathroom, you should always leave it as you found it, very, very clean. I know these days there are workers that are waiting out there, like in these social places, where with cleaning mops, they are waiting to clean up. But there's a time that you will exit, and even before the person comes to clean in, somebody was waiting for you to exit so that they use that bathroom. And I think because you found it clean, you should also leave it very, very clean. It is just common sense that you should do that. So flush the toilet, clean up before leaving, and avoid making those sounds in the bathroom, if you know what I mean. So guys, that is also one thing that I wanted us to discuss. Now, I have also noticed something else, like in the restaurants or in the hotels, and for those people who frequent hotels where people of different cultures go, people of different races go, You have frequented a place where you find some whites, other people are black, and you find that the waiters are only going to the tables where there are whites. That's the table they want to serve. But you, the black person, maybe arrived there like 30 minutes. You waiting for the waiter. The next free waiter, just as he emerges, he sees a table where there's a white person, and he rushes there and wants to serve that person who has just come in a minute ago. You have been there waiting for 20 minutes, you have not been served, and you the waiter, wants to just go and serve that person who has come in just because of the color of their skin or the race that they are. And you, as a black person, you feel very left out. You feel very, what is the best word? You unappreciated, simply because of the color, because you took yourself to that restaurant because you have the money to buy the food, yet service is not there. And when it is available, it is only given to the person who looks like they are white. So these are things that have happened out there, and you have gone to some place, you feel very discriminated. The word is actually discriminated because of your color, and it is very unbecoming. It's not a good thing. So you, as a person who is working in this hotel, it is always common sense. It is always very, very good to serve people equally. Do not discriminate. Go and serve even that very small person who is sitting on that table. Go and clean up for them. Go and ask what they want to be served, and serve them equally. Do not discriminate them because of color, because they all came there because they want to be served and they have the money to pay. So this is another unbecoming behavior that we should check out on. And finally, or not, there are many things, but today's final item to discuss is the way of dressing. I want to discuss the ladies here. We want to look very nice, and especially we want to show the figures, the nice figures that God gave us, nice shapes. So we wear tight and nice clothes, and they look very nice. I admire those girls with small bodies that wear very tight clothes, and they look very small and they look very nice. I admire them so much. I also admire those very blessed ladies with a full figure that also wear very, very tight clothes, and they also look very, very nice. But I want to mention something, guys, that I have noticed of late, that ladies are wearing very, very tight clothing, especially those that are full figured and very, very short. And when they wear them that short, they show very ugly curves, if I should call them ugly. And it is not very, very pleasant to show those curves, such that when you bend, even the curves of your body show, and you are exposing something that your mama gave you, exposing. It doesn't look very, very pleasant. It is always good to wear an outfit that fits you nicely. It's always good to bend nicely when you are in that outfit. So avoid wearing clothes that do not fit. Avoid showing those curves very, very provocatively. Avoid wear inner outfits that will tie up your nice muscles and make them a bit, tied up, such that they are not loose, such that they are not falling off on the dresses that you are wearing. Let them be firmly tightened by the inner wears that you wear, so that you look good. And we appreciate the full figured ladies, but we want them to dress very, very well. Lastly, guys, I was thinking that would be the last item, but I want to discuss drunkenness. Guys, for ladies, it is uncalled for when you get so drunk or overdrunk, and you get so careless, even in talk and behavior. And sometimes you may think or say that, okay, I'm getting joy of my lifetime because I'm drunk. But there are behaviors that are unbecoming. You don't sit carelessly before people because you are drunk. You don't talk carelessly before people because you are drunk. You don't move from table to table in those drinking places, falling over people's drinks because you are drunk and you are having fun. You don't dance carelessly. exposing all parts of your body because you are drunk. No, 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 no. For a lady, you should drink with decorum. You should get drunk if you want to get drunk. Carefree. I don't know if there's a word like getting drunk carefree. For ladies, I wanna advise you to drink with decorum. That is if you have to get drunk. I don't know about it. I don't know whether you can control alcohol, but I know you can control behavior. So drunkenness is another thing that for ladies, I don't want to talk about men, but for ladies, don't expose yourself so much, and even express yourself, over expressing yourself again because you are drunk, saying very intimate things because you are drunk, behaving very very carelessly because you are drunk. Don't do that. Some of these things you should know that they are not they don't look very nice on a lady. Avoid them, guys. Avoid those things. So guys, as you can see, it's already in the night, and I was driving home and I noticed another behavior that we should discuss here. And this behavior is splashing people with water, dirty water. As you drive your nice car, you want to splash the people walking by the roadside, the pedestrians. You want to splash them with water. Like in Kenya here, we are experiencing rains, very heavy rains, and it's raining. Then you find that as you drive, you're also in a hurry and you want to drive very very fast, and there are pools of water by the roadside. So you happen to, because of speed, you hit a pothole, or even you hit some water that is stagnant on the road, and you splash it to the pedestrians. Imagine that, making them wet. Sometimes they are going to work in the morning. It doesn't have to be in the evening. They are going to work in the evening, in the morning, and here you have splashed them with water, guys. Oh my God, very very sad. Because when you splash somebody, if somebody is doing this to another, does this person surely have any senses? Are you thinking this person that is walking out there is not important or what? Why would you do that to somebody? And like in the mornings, people are many by the roadside, and the hustle and bustle of morning run here and there. Everybody trying to run to get to work, not to get late. You're also driving very fast because you also don't want to get late. You want to go to your place of work in time. Then you get to splash people with water. Pools of water are everywhere. You splash them with water as you drive by. It's very very unfortunate, guys. I find that very unbecoming behavior. You can imagine you being made wet by a passing car. It's very very unbecoming behavior. Please watch out as you do these things. We decided to do a video of behaviors that we should check on and change, because we have to change. We have to live in society like people with good manners, people with decorum. We have to live well in our societies where we live. And this video today was to discuss those behaviors that people ignore, and sometimes they go about messing up or hurting others because of bad behavior, sometimes embarrassing themselves because of bad behavior. These are the things that we are discussing here. And yes, I have also noticed another big behavior that we should discuss. It should be a big behavior. This is a big behavior because it is actually big when families quarrel in the homes where their children and husband and wife are quarreling very very badly, calling each other names in front of children. Guys, have you experienced this? You hear a father and a mother, they have differed on issues, and they are shouting in their bedroom, and they are calling each other names. You are so stupid, or your children are even hearing you say these things. It's very very unfortunate. You should avoid that. Even in the sitting room, when you're all seated there and you hear a dad throwing a word to the mom, telling her you are very stupid in front of the kids, it's very unbecoming. I've heard this and I've known it happens. Other than just even the words, even the behavior. When a man and a wife are not talking to each other and the children are there, guys, it is torture to the children. It's a lot of torture because the children just wonder, why is mom and dad, why are they not talking? And it goes on for days, sometimes for weeks. It reaches a point where somebody takes a pen to write the things they require to be passed to the other. Like the father decides, I'll be writing a message to my wife when asking her to iron my shirt. And the wife writes a message to the father, to the husband, asking for money to go shopping, and explaining there's no rice, there's no sugar, there's no salt, and it has to be in message form because these two people cannot talk to one another. And these people are having grown children, if not grown, they are children that are understanding things. And they are there, they are just wondering, why are we not seeing mom and dad talk? Sometimes they go to a point of even giving the notes to be passed giving the children the notes to be passed to the parents, to one of the parents. They give it to the mother. She gives the note to one of the children to take to dad, and vice versa. And this becomes a very, very bad medium of communication, because people should speak to one another. People should be, you should, even if you have differences, there are ways of solving your differences very, very amicably. You don't have to bring in the children. You don't even have to show it to the children that you people have differed. What examples are you teaching them that when they grow up, they should behave like you? This is something you should avoid at all costs. So guys, there's that one big behavior about parents misbehaving in front of children that should be discussed, because there are many issues. Even this is a wider avenue, it's a wider area of discussion when even food is not bought in the house, because one parent feels like, I shouldn't buy food in this house because I'm not talking to my wife, or I'm not talking to my husband. And if you are the one who's supposed to provide the food, you are blatantly refuse to buy the food, and you expose a lot of pain to the children, or even to your partner, mental torture. Very, very bad. And this becomes very, very hard. Sometimes it's the wife that refuses to give the service to the husband. And this lady has been ironing clothes for the husband, has been polishing the shoes, has been, preparing breakfast for him. But this particular parent decides, okay, from today onward, I'm not going to iron clothes, I'm not going to feed him, I'm not going to even polish his shoes. It is torture, and it is very, very unbecoming. It's very bad manners. I think there are better ways to resolve issues than to refuse to own up to your duties and do them the proper way. I think you should always avoid that, because it shows a very bad example, especially to the children, and also brings tension to both of you. That's why God gave us mouths, so that we can sort out the issues that we have by talking. So this one is very wide. It's a very wide avenue. It's a very wide topic about this, the family squabbles, because others have got issues with them being served by house girls. And for a lady, the man has always told you, okay, I like my food prepared by you. I don't like the house girl preparing my food. That's why I say this one is a very wide topic. It has to be discussed on its own. And the lady says, okay, why does he say I prepare his food when other people, in other homes, food is prepared by the house girl or the house head? And this becomes an issue. The man refuses to eat at home. The man starts staying outside and says, a man will say, if you don't prepare for my food, I'll then not come and eat home. And then this happens. Sometimes the water in the bathroom, there are places where water is supposed to be taken to the bathroom because the shower is not maybe having water. And, there are water issues. So water is supposed to be warmed and taken to the bathroom. When you leave this to your house girl to do it for your husband, and your husband keeps telling you, okay, I don't want my water taken to the bathroom by the house girl, and here you are ignoring that, and you say it's her duty. This is a very wide topic. In fact, we cannot discuss it in this particular video because it's very wide, it's very deep. It needs to be discussed on its own about home issues. And we were discussing the unbecoming behaviors that we always notice with people, this one being one of them, but it's going to be discussed very, very widely. So guys, I want you to subscribe to this channel for those that have not. Like, share and comment. Make a sweet comment. Give the video a thumbs up. Let us support each other, support this channel, Never Age TV. And guys, we are going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.